My name is Michael Rivera. I'm from the University of Arizona, where I'll be a junior this year, studying ecology and evolutionary biology. I applied to the REU program because I wanted to get a more diverse experience in animal behavior, and I heard this was the place to do it. I've known that Indiana was a really good school for animal behavior, and after looking at the website and seeing the wide variety of research going on here, I thought that this would be a good program for me. I'm working with Paul Meyer, who's a grad student in Dr. Albert's lab. The Albert's lab in general is very interested in the development of mice pups. I am working on a project that's looking at how offspring can regulate maternal behavior. So how does a child influence its mother to care for it? So typical day, I will take a couple of mouse pup litters, so a mother and her pups, and put them in the recording cage. And so I'll set them in there for a couple of hours, and then I'll go and work on analyzing some videos from previous days. And then if I have extra time, I'll start looking through data, start managing these huge data files that we collect. Also, I am helping with the internal breeding, so I'll help pair and separate females and males and record births. I think the best way that Paul has really helped me adjust to this brand new research environment is to let me figure it out for myself. So it was a lot of letting me work alone, and then if I need help, he's definitely there for me, but he's not hovering, he's letting me discover things and work things out through myself. So really giving me the freedom to explore this research topic and research setup. I think the best part of the non-research side of the REU program would be interaction with the other REUs. From the first week, we formed a really close-knit group. You know, we're always hanging out and talking, going on little outings together, and I thought that was one of the best parts about this program, meeting them, learning about their backgrounds and their research. We're all doing really diverse projects, so it's been really nice to hear that. And then just hanging out, like one day we went out, played laser tag for an RU intern's birthday, or stuff like that. It just really makes the program nice.
My name is Karen Ocasio, and I'm from the Universidad de Agua in Puerto Rico, and I major in biology. I applied for this RU program because I really wanted to have a research experience outside of the island, and this RU program specifically focuses on animal behavior, which I was super excited about. A lot of RU programs focus more like on microbiology or on neuroscience, and so I really loved that this was an animal behavior one, like just reading about it, reading that we were going to go to the zoo, that we were going to be interacting with animals on a daily basis. Just that got me really excited, and I got really interested, and I was like, I have to apply here. We are working specifically on collective behavior. So we're specifically working on individual and group or collective geometry and the density-dependent effects of this geometry. So we expose our subjects, which are zebrafish in this case, to different flow rates in different sized tanks with different group numbers. So these varying conditions, we're able to study how does density affect their shoal orientation or their group size or their orientation towards the flow or their latency to show rheotaxis. So it is really a lot of work, but it's really fun. Like, you get to know a lot, you get to learn about programs that you didn't know before, you get to work with the fish and see how the fish react to these flow rates, and it's really interesting. I think our RU program is really close. Everybody's really open. We love to do things together. This is new for all of us. So we're always there for each other and helping each other out, giving each other advice, talking to each other about the experiences that we're going through in our labs. So Delia is great. She's actually very close to my age, which is really cool. She's accomplished so much, and she's very focused, very determined. She's really a pusher. She challenges. In the beginning, it was hard, but now I'm realizing it's really bringing the best out of me. It's really showing me what grad school's about. How to challenge yourself and push yourself further so that you can reach that full potential that you're capable of. I think one of the wonderful things about this program is it really gets you motivated for your future. It really puts things into perspective. Okay, so where do I want to go from here? So the next step for me would be taking the GRE, because I'm a senior. So I need to start applying to grad school. I really want to go to grad school. I really want to get my PhD. So the next step for me would be doing that, taking the GRE, applying to grad school. I want to focus more on science education, take that route. And so I've met with a few people here that have really given me a lot of great advice. They've really pointed me in the right direction as far as applying for fellowships, applying for grants, what kind of economic help is there for people like us. for students, and so that's really a next step for me, getting oriented about all of that and taking those next steps to better my future.
I'm co-advised by Jeffrey Alberts in psychology and also by Amelia Martins in biology. Amelia's lab, among all the other animals, they're zebrafish, and that was actually one of the animals I worked with at my first internship, which was here at the Center for Integrative Study for Animal Behavior. That was really a nice experience because I had never written a proposal before, and it got me immersed in literature, seeing my first scientific talk. The REU program actually really influenced me in choosing my major for school. Before coming here, I thought the only thing that I could do working with animals was go to vet school. I learned more about ethology and I really like this, and that I learned about how, the process of science here. So I got to see it from maybe a beginning point all the way to completion. Here I got my first publication. So I got a lot of firsts at IU. So I worked really hard with Teresa, who was my mentor here. And I scored a lot of videos. So yeah, that was something really exciting, and that's really followed me. The next year, I ended up getting an internship at Rice University. Because of the SysAb REU, I learned how to write a proposal. And what did they ask me to do when I went into Rice was to write a proposal and do literature review. And I was like, oh, great. I know how to do this now. So being an REU student also showed me the benefits of wonderful mentors. And I really have had astounding mentors. I don't think I would be here today without the mentors that I've had. And it's showed me what I should be in a mentor, or aspire to be, someone who gives me guidance, who's very devoted and wanting to help me without pushing their interests on me. I valued that Teresa didn't say, okay, you're just a worker. So they really took the time to train me and watch me grow and see me develop. And that's what I like to do for my students. I like to give them, an experience. I really enjoy the REU program, and I think it's great because someone gave me that opportunity when I was of a really young age, and still has really influenced me, and something that I really remember.